This is the most scared I've ever been in my life. I've always hated gas stations, but what happened that night changed the way I see danger forever. Let me tell you exactly what happened. I was driving a rental SUV from sunny San Diego, California, up to rainy Portland, Oregon. 16 hours alone on Interstate 5, the backbone of the West Coast. A few hours south of Sacramento, I pulled into a brightly lit Love's Travel stop, surrounded by nothing but almond orchards and billboards for In-N-Out burgers. I topped off the tank with 87 octane Chevron fuel, stretched and grabbed a bag of Lay's chips plus a gold Red Bull from the cooler, then rolled back onto I-5. About an hour later, the TPMS warning light blinked on the dash. My gut feeling said, do not stop on that empty shoulder pass. A green highway sign said a town called Williams is 9 miles out. I eased out on the fast lane and cruised north. The town turned out to be tiny. There was a Shell station beside a shuttered Denny's-style diner with the faded Route 66 mural. I looked for an air pump. None. The moment my boots hit the blacktop, I heard a long hiss and watched the left rear tire slump until the rim kissed the ground. Popped the hatch, only a palm-sized donut spare. No full size like AAA recommends. Enterprise Roadside said they could dispatch help in an hour. Or I could swap cars tomorrow in Sacramento. Nothing open on Sundays? No thanks, I muttered. I'm faster than that. While I worked, a few drivers offered help. Most waved and moved on. But one older Ford Explorer with 3 men kept hovering. I stepped back, raised my voice so folks at the pumps and the glowing Shell sign could hear. And that trio, they finally drove off. Donut installed, I crept onto the interstate weighing options. December nights plus the icy California mountain pass plus a donut, bad combo. Every tire shop on Google Maps was closed. Then I remembered the 24-hour Walmart Center on Florin Road in Sacramento. If I floored it, I might make it back before the auto bay closed. I rolled in with 20 minutes to spare. A gray-haired tech in a faded Oak Lawns cap listened patiently and let me keep the damaged tire for the rental company. I sat in the dingy lobby next to a rack of Hot Wheels and a flickering Fox News broadcast. Minutes later, the tech walked in, face serious, gripping a pair of pliers. Clamped between them was a yellow Stanley box cutter blade, buried in the sidewall. He'd asked if I'd argued with anyone, or spotted a tail on I-5. I shook my head, just passing through. That blade doesn't get there by accident, he warned. My mind flashed to the pushy helpers who never fueled up, only pulled in beside my rig. The tech told me to circle the Walmart building, eyes on the mirrors. If anything looked off, blast the horn and pull straight into the bay. They'd stay while I called 911. He said crooks use that trick on the stretch between Bakerfields and Redding, force a breakdown in the dark gaps between towns. I thanked him, crawled out, and took a slow loop of sharp lefts and rights past the McDonald's drive-thru and a row of U-Haul trailers. Nothing followed. Heart pounding, I merged back onto the interstate under a giant California Highway Patrol sign. and disappeared into the dark. I'm alone at a back road gas station. A woman begs for coffee. I nod, then spot 4 men moving in, and every hair on my neck stands up. I left Evanston, Wyoming in a brand new F-250 Super Duty, Texas plates on the back, and a "Don't Mess with Texas" bumper sticker peeling on the edge. I'm pulling a 52-foot enclosed trailer, holding a NASCAR spec late model race car, snap-on tool chest, and 3 drums of shell fuel. Night fell, and I decided to push past Denver before looking for a room. Around 10:30 p.m., I rolled into Trinidad, Colorado for fuel off exit 13 at a Love's Travel stop glowing yellow in the mountain dark. The moment I stepped out, a sharp chill ran through me. Something felt wrong. While the pump clicked on, I sensed eyes watching. One of the overhead LEDs flickered like a busted Waffle House sign. A woman in her late 20s, jittery and rough, walked up wearing a faded hoodie that said, "Keep Austin Weird." She'd ask if I'd buy her a coffee. The clerk had tossed her for trying to fill a courtesy cup with hot water. I said, "Sure, give me a minute." She sat on a low concrete wall about 50 feet away and waved toward the rundown Route 66 motel across the street. That's when I saw it. 4 men stepped out of a room beneath a flickering Coors Light sign and started heading her way. My stomach dropped. I was standing beside $500,000 worth of gear, and for some reason, that pump took forever. Barely 5 gallons in 2 minutes. That was enough for me. I hung up the nozzle. The woman stood, walking back. "About that coffee?" she asked. "The pump's not working. I'm heading to the next station. Sorry." As I climbed in, one of the men stepped into the road and knelt, like he dropped something, right in front of my bumper. He looked older up close, maybe late 20s, wearing a Longhorns beanie, blank face, no emotion. I eased forward anyways. My LED bar lit up like a deer in a scope. He jumped aside, holding nothing but a half-drunk Gatorade bottle. But the others, the 3 men, they were standing now in a loose semicircle near my trailer, hands buried in jacket pockets. A cold dread spread across my chest. I hit the horn, just once, a deep F-250 blast. They stepped back, slow and deliberate. I rolled forward and pulled out the lot, glancing in the mirror. That's when I saw it. The group of men rushed into a silver Chevy Impala with New Mexico plates, one headlight out, and peeled out behind me. No headlights, no hesitation. They followed me onto the highway, sticking to my tail. The road ahead was empty, just endless black asphalt and reflector poles flashing like tombstones. The Impala swerved hard behind me, fishtailing past a dead pronghorn in the median. My Apple CarPlay screen lit up. No service. I drove faster, praying for headlights ahead. Nothing. Just me, them, and the dark. Finally, after what felt like a lifetime, I spotted a Colorado State Patrol cruiser in the center median. Lights off. I blasted my horn and flashed my brights. The Impala cut left across the median, tires screeching. and vanished up the northbound lane. No plates, no headlights, just gone. I didn't stop until I hit Buc-ee's in Clayton, New Mexico. Parked under a bank of floodlights, grabbed beef jerky and a Dr. Pepper, and sat in my truck until dawn cracked red over the desert.